Hello, bankers. A very good morning to all of you. Welcome back. So, welcome to JAIIB PPB Prep. I hope I'm clearly audible and visible to all of you. So, quickly join in so we can start our today's discussion. All right. So, today's discussion is around our unit number 5. Uh, quickly, like, so quickly join in so we can start our today's session. Okay. So unit number 5, which is operational aspect of deposit account, right? Very easy one marks 5 taken from this particular unit itself. So we will be discussing these particular points in detail, as well as the expected question and the previous year questions. All right. So unit 5 आपका operational aspect of deposit account, which include deposit accounts features, ठीक है, interest on deposit accounts, prohibition and exemptions, ठीक है, then inoperative accounts and unclaimed deposits, operational instructions in joint account, nomination facility, other operational guidelines. Then we have attachment orders. Okay. Then the another one is procedure for submission of records to statutory authorities. Okay. So these are the major or we can say key areas or the major subtopics which are generally part of this particular one. Okay. So shall we start? Anjali ma'am, very good morning. Very good morning to all of you guys. So we will start our today's session with very first question and the easiest one. Okay. So the question is around the current account stream. So which of the following statement about current account are correct? Okay. So we have to find out the correct statement about the current account. So what will be your correct answer for this one? Nirmal sir, very good morning. Okay. So current account are primarily meant for individual or institution with large number of financial transactions. Okay. So first statement is true. Um, no interest is payable on the deposit held in current account. Again, the second statement is also correct here. Parda seen women are allowed to open a current account. So this is wrong. So Parda seen women, this is something related to a religion. So if you talk about the Muslim religion, so there is one term called Parda seen women. So they are not allowed to open current account. Okay. So there are some areas who cannot open the करंट अकाउंट्स थिंग्स. ठीक है. सो उसमें ये भी आपका एक नाम है. ठीक है. देयर इज अ रिस्ट्रिक्शंस ऑन नंबर ऑफ ट्रांजेक्शन. नो, दिस इज आल्सो रॉन्ग. ठीक है. देयर इज नो रिस्ट्रिक्शंस ऑन करंट अकाउंट बिकॉज नो इंटरेस्ट, नो रिस्ट्रिक्शंस. राइट. कैश डिपॉजिट एंड विड्रॉल्स आर परमिटेड इन current accounts. This is 100% true. So 1, 2, and 5. 1 to 5, A will be right answer. Very true. So option A only will be correct answer for this particular one. Very good, Anjali ma'am. So statement 3 was incorrect. Pardasin women cannot open current accounts. And 4-1 was incorrect because there is no restrictions on number of transactions in case of current accounts. So a basic summary about the current accounts. Usually we individuals, institutions, trusts, they open these particular account for the business transactions. So they have to do number of transactions. So there is no interest rate as per the core fundamentals, products and all. And to do the मतलब business की जितने भी transactions आपके होते हैं, they like in businesses we do not want to have some sort of restrictions आपका, ये तो इसलिए वो जो n number of transactions है उनको handle करने के लिए. ठीक है. So current account are transactional accounts for frequent financial transactions, primarily for traders, business people and entrepreneurs. They facilitate high volume transactions and operational surplus funds management, but do not earn interest. Eligibility, who can open this? The account can be opened by individual businesses. So businesses include sole proprietors, partnership, LLPs, companies, trust, club associations, government bodies, cooperative societies, charitable trust, and other legal entities. Okay, who cannot open this particular account. Okay. So our question one statement was based on this. So these are minors except under a natural guardian. Okay. Parda seen women and illiterate people and blind persons. Okay. So these are the restricted persons to open the current accounts. Okay. So these are the like categories आपका जो current accounts की जो transactions है दिन में आपका enter नहीं हो सकता और simply think कि they cannot open current accounts with the banking system, right? Transaction rule, no restriction on deposit and withdrawal of amount. Bank require a minimum balance, but do not impose a ceiling on the amount balances. No limit on number of transactions. Operation, individual operate their account personally. Legal entities, they have a authorized persons, which is authorized signatories, as per the board resolution, who is going to handle that particular account. And power of attorney can be issued for a account operation. So even in case of companies also, so they give power of attorney to a certain person who can handle the transaction of that particular account itself. All right. I hope this is clear. The very first question and the very easy question. Chalo, next one is again very easy one. It is related to saving accounts. So what will be your correct answer? Actually, today I'm not feeling that good. So some cold and cough is there. So I like this. If I miss any point, please do let me know in the comment section. So I'll try to explain that particular part. So which of the following statement about the saving bank accounts are incorrect? So you have to find out the incorrect statement about the saving accounts. A saving bank account can be opened by minor under the age of 10 years, provided they have a guardian consent. So statement 1 is 100% true. Yesterday only we talk around these particular things. For a saving bank account over 1 lakh, bank are required to provide a uniform interest rate irrespective of amount or the deposit date. This is wrong. So bank they can provide they can decide like their own interest rate for that particular one, and it can be different from the universal, right? एक होता है ना, like let's say if a person open a saving account with your bank, so it is like 2.5%. But those who are maintaining high balance or more than 1 lakh rupees, so bank can decide the rate of interest for these type of categories or for this type of categories, or like they can provide some sort of additional kind of rate of interest, right? So this make this statement wrong. Bank may accept standing instructions from account holders for periodically payment of their saving accounts. Again, this is 100% true. Okay. So we may accept standing instructions like payment toward the club charges or the insurance premium or any other one. All right. It can be related to जैसे आपका होता है ना, it is something like if customer is investing in SIPs and all, so that standing instructions that can be accepted, and accordingly bank can act right on behalf of customer. So this is true. Saving account can be opened in the name of political party. No, this is completely wrong. So political parties, they cannot open the saving account. They have their like in the name of political party, they have their party accounts. Okay? So not the saving account. Okay? So let's make this statement wrong. So what we have to find out, incorrect statement, that means 2 and 4. Option B will be right answer for this particular one. Okay? Elimination से answer करना easy. हाँ, definitely ma'am. This will also help you in your examination as well. You will be able to solve, like let's say if there is a question with 4 statement or 5 statement, with the help of 2 to 3 statements, you will be able to find out that particular answer. Okay? So statement 2 was incorrect. For deposit above 1 lakh, bank may offer differential interest rate. Okay? It is depend on the bank itself. Okay? And the fourth one is आपका political parties are prohibited from opening saving accounts, right? So let's move forward, guys. Next one. So there are some important pointers around the saving bank account. So saving bank account are meant for individual operating singly or jointly with other individuals. Sometimes such accounts are open in the name of institutions which are specifically approved by RBI for maintaining saving bank account with bank. Saving bank accounts are open either with check facility or without check facility. Cash withdrawal from saving bank accounts without check facility are allowed through the withdrawals slips. Okay. Um, then we have cash withdrawal from the this account is also allowed through the ATMs. Withdrawals for transfer can be made through check, net banking, mobile banking. Okay. Deposit can be in cash or by check and through electronic transfer. Okay. Interest is payable by a bank on the deposits. Bank also accept standing instructions from the account holders for effecting periodical payments of various purposes by debit to their saving accounts. These accounts are not meant for transaction related to business or trading activities. There is no ceiling on the balance in the account. RBI has deregulated interest rate for saving bank account, and bank are free to decide their interest rate subject to others. There are some conditions that we will be discussing. All right, chalo. Next one. Next question is around. Okay, so please quickly go through the next question. Then we will be explaining that one. All right. So this is again very easy question, and most of the time I have seen this particular question in your paper itself. Okay. So the basic saving bank deposit account BSBDA are correct. So which of the following statement about the BSBDA are correct? So what will be your correct answer? Anyone who want to answer this question? Okay. So a BSBDA allow the deposit for cash only at bank branches, not at ATMs or cash deposit machine. So for what do you say for about the first statement? It is completely wrong. Okay? It is allowed at ATMs and cash deposit machines also. Okay? So this make this statement wrong. There is no limit on number and value of deposit that can be made in a month in BSBD accounts. This is true. Okay. Customer are allowed a minimum of 4 withdrawals in a month, including ATM withdrawals. Okay. This is also true. Okay. BSBDA holders is eligible to open multiple saving accounts in same bank. No, this is wrong. Okay. One accounts with that particular bank. Okay. So statement 4 is also wrong. Bank are allowed to offer additional value added services, but they must ensure that pricing is reasonable and transparent. Yeah, this is also correct. Yeah. So what we have to find out correct statement, that means 235. Yeah, 235 means option 235. That means option B will be right answer for this particular one. Anjali ma'am, why D? Yeah, 234. 4 is wrong. Yeah. A BSBDA holders is eligible to open multiple saving bank accounts in same bank. No, this is not allowed. Okay. In with one banks, you will have only one account. Okay. So that is the one. So statement 4 was incorrect because a person can open or can have only one BSBDA account in a banking system. Even in the entire banking system, you can have only one BSBDA account, and even with that particular account one also, one customer can have one saving accounts with one bank आपका ठीक है. They nowadays, like we operate on CBS, so if they want to transfer, that facility is available in that particular case. ठीक है. Statement 1 was incorrect because deposit at both bank branches and ATMs and cash deposit machine are allowed in this particular one. ठीक है. In third statement, it must be maximum. Okay. Third statement. Statement third correct as minimum of 4 withdrawals are allowed. हाँ, it should be maximum. Sorry. ठीक है. हाँ, 100% true sir. ठीक है. It should be maximum. ठीक है. So maximum of 4 withdrawals are allowed in a month. So that was the right one. Thank you so much. Who are Nirmal sir? 100% true, right? So key features of a BSBDA account: no minimum balance. Account can be maintained without any balance requirements. Deposit and withdrawals. Deposit can be made at bank branches, ATMs, and cash deposit machines. No limit on number and value of deposit. At least 4 withdrawals per month, including आपका ATM transaction minimum side. ठीक है, this is the minimum again आपका. ठीक है, they can sorry, maximum आपका. ठीक है, they can have not at least then maximum 4 withdrawals per month, including ATM transactions. ठीक है. Transactions facilities: receive and credit money by electronic deposit, check collections from government. Free ATM and ATM cum deposit cards provided. Checkbook not included in free services, but may be issued free of charge. It is depend on the bank itself. All right. So additional services: bank can offer value-added services, but must ensure pricing is reasonable, transparent, and not non-discriminatory. Um, Customers can choose whether to avail additional services. No requirement of minimum balance. Restrictions on these particular accounts: a person can have only one BSBDA in the banking system. Holder of BSBDA cannot open another saving accounts in the same bank. So if you have BSBDA accounts with the banks, they cannot open even saving account with the same bank. Okay? Any existing saving accounts in the same bank must be closed within 30 days. This point is again important. So if they are opening BSBDA accounts, so that if they have existing saving bank accounts, so that must be closed within 30 days. Other type of deposit accounts like fixed or FDRD are allowed with that particular bank. आपका ठीक है? All right. Is this clear? चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं फिर. Next one. Which of the following statement are correct regarding cash certificates, annuity deposits, and certificate of deposit? Okay? So we have three instruments. One is cash certificate, okay, which usually get issued on discount. Okay? Annuity deposit. Annuities is basically where we generally make payments in frequency. Okay? So like it is kind of a rent. Okay? So we have annuity due. Or this we discuss in our AFM subject. Annuities are kind of where we generally make payments or we generally receive payments in installments. Okay? So you can take an example of rent. Okay? Let's say we took that office on rent. So every month we are paying a rent. It can be beginning or it can be at the end. Okay? So ordinary and ordinary annuity or annuity due. Okay? So now the question is, certificate of deposit, this we have discussed in money market also. So CDs are generally issued by banks, including आपका commercial banks, आपका scheduled commercial bank, RRBs, small finance bank. They are allowed under this particular category. Okay? So a certificate of deposit, a cash certificate are issued at discount value at the rate applicable to a term deposit of similar tenure and amount. This statement is true. First one is true. The principal amount in an annuity deposit is written as a lump sum at the end of the deposit period. No, it is not lump sum. It is an installment. So this makes this a statement wrong. Certificate of deposit can be only issued by scheduled commercial banks. So it include other bank also, not only scheduled commercial bank. We have some other categories bank also, which are generally part of this particular one. CDs are issued in a denomination in a dematerialized form with a minimum denomination of 5 lakhs. This is 100% true. The tenure of certificate of deposit should be least 15 days and it can go up to maximum 1 year. So this is true, but this is wrong. Minimum it is how many days? 7 days. It can be issued for a 7 days period. CD can be traded in the secondary market. These are negotiable instruments. They can be traded in secondary market. True. So this is wrong. This is true. The interest rate on CD is fixed regardless of market conditions. interest rate on CD is not fixed again. So like every time when bank issue the CD, it can have a different interest rate. Okay? So this make this a statement also wrong. Okay? So what we have to find out, correct statement 146. 146. अच्छा, okay. Option A only. 146. Option A should be right answer for this particular one. Anyone, guys? Yes. So statement second was correct, incorrect, because annuity deposit written the principal in the periodical installments, not in a lump sum. Statement third was incorrect because CD can be issued by a scheduled commercial bank, RRBs, and scheduled आपका small finance banks, not just this. And statement 5 is incorrect because the tenure of CD is 7 days to 1 year. 7 was incorrect because CD may have a fixed or floating interest rate, not a fixed rate. Okay? So that is the one. Understood? These are clear, guys. If you have any doubt, please do let me know in the comment section. So I'll try to solve it out. ठीक है, तो एक बार बताइएगा. ठीक है, तो आगे बढ़े. So let's have a look around this. So cash certificate. So cash certificate are a variant of reinvestment deposit and are issued at discount value at the rate applicable on the TD similar tenures and amounts. So the face value of the certificate of deposit represent the maturity value of the amount paid at the time of investing in the certificate of deposit. The regulation that apply to TD also apply to cash certificate. Okay? So there was one statement around this particular one, even are with the very first statements. Okay? So cash certificate are issued at a discount value at the rate applicable to आपका TD. So that is the same one. Okay? So term deposits, the annual, then similar to annual आपका term deposit, but they get issued on discount. Okay? The another one is annuity deposit are reverse of RDs. What we generally do, let's say a customer who deposited 50 lakhs, now on regular interval, like on monthly basis, we are paying 10,000 rupees per month. So that kind of just opposite of RD. The principal amount deposited is returned to the customers in periodical say monthly or quarterly installments over a 10-year deposit. Then certificate of deposit series. These are the certificate of deposit are short-term negotiable money market instrument. CDs are not in the nature of other bank deposit, but are distinct category. So the feature, basically what banks are doing, they are raising funds through by using certificate of deposit also. CD can be issued by scheduled commercial bank, RRBs, small finance bank, all person resident in India. They are issued in a dematerialized form in a denomination of 5 lakh and multiple. Tenure is 7 days to 1 year. Interest rate may fix or floating. That आपका rate floating is basically linked with the fixed income money market and derivative association of India. CD may be issued at discount value or with a coupon for a rate interest. So it can be issued on discount. Let's say on face value we are giving some discount, or we can state some fixed rate or floating rate also. Okay? Buyback of CD can be done if offered to all investors in the specific issue of CD. Issuance of CD attaches stamp duty. Okay? So these are the three major products. Chalo, next one, guys. So next one, this question is again very important one. So the statement related to DEAF. बहुत बार आपको DEAF के बारे में क्वेश्चन देखने के लिए मिलेगा. ठीक है, it can be for half marks also, 1 marks or 2 marks also. ठीक है, so like बहुत ही important है. Please do take care about this. Which of the following statement about depositors education and awareness funds are correct? ठीक है, तो जो unclaimed deposits आपके होते हैं, ठीक है, वो बेसिकली हम लोग यहाँ पे ट्रांसफर करते हैं आफ्टर a certain period. Certain period is basically 10 years in case of domestic deposits, ठीक है, आफ्टर द कंप्लीशन, राइट. तो अगर उनको कोई क्लेम नहीं कर रहा है 10 साल तक वैसे ही पड़े हैं, सेविंग अकाउंट्स हो या अदर्स हो, ठीक है, तो वी व्हाट वी डू, वी जनरली ट्रांसफर इन दिस वन. लेटर ऑन लेट्स से आप हमने 10th ईयर में आपका ट्रांसफर कर दिया, कल के डेट में इफ दैट कस्टमर केम टू आवर ब्रांच और दे आर आस्किंग फॉर देयर फंड्स, तो हमें उनको वो वापस करना होगा विद इंटरेस्ट, एंड देयर इज अ फिक्स रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट during that period when that fund will be part of DEAF, that is 3%, ठीक है. तो ऐसे कुछ guidelines आपका, and these are very very important one, so please do take care about this. So the funds is established under the Banking Regulation Act and require bank to transfer a credit balance from accounts that are inactive for more than 5 years, ठीक है. तो पहला स्टेटमेंट आपका गलत है, इट शुड बी मोर देन 10 years आपका, ठीक है. तो फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट विल बी रॉन्ग, ठीक है. दूसरा आपका, अ बैंक मस्ट ट्रांसफर अनक्लेम अमाउंट टू DEF within 1 year from the date of the amount become inactive. And this is not 1 year, ठीक है. So within 2 months or something, ठीक है, आपका इट इज, हाँ मतलब दिस टाइम इज नॉट 1 year, ठीक है. 30 days और आपका 90 days, कुछ तो ऐसा गाइडलाइन है, ठीक है. So this make this also wrong, ठीक है. The depositors can claim their deposit from the bank even after it has been transferred to DEF, true, and the bank is required to pay the amount back to the depositors along with the applicable interest, and that interest is 3% during that period again. So this is 100% true. Foreign currency deposit that remain unclaimed for 3 years, 3 years, sorry, again, must be converted into Indian rupee by the bank at a prevailing exchange rate before transferring to the funds. This is true. The rate of interest payable by bank to depositors or claimant on amount transferred to DEF is 2.5, no, it is 3%, 3% simple interest per annum with effective from 1st January 2022. That is fine, but this statement is wrong. Bank are allowed to claim refund from the DEF for amount transfer in foreign currency as well as Indian rupee. Like let's say if they customer claim that particular one, so bank can also have refund from the DEF. So what we have to find out, correct statement. So what will be your correct answer? 346. 346 means option B will be right answer for this. Okay, C. 1 is wrong. It must be 5 years. ठीक है, क्या लिखा है आपका? हाँ देखो, explanation is true, but आपका जो ऑप्शन लिखा है ना, that is wrong, ठीक है. So we have to correct this, ठीक है. It is option B, not C, ठीक है. Option B will be right answer, ठीक है. Statement 1 is incorrect, ठीक है. देखो हमें क्या ढूंढना था, correct statement ढूंढना था ना. So the correct statement, the only correct statement is 3, 4 and 6, ठीक है. So that's why आपका option B will be right answer, ठीक है. So statement 1 was incorrect. It is like आपका we have need to transfer after the आपका 10 years, ठीक है. So 10th year के बाद आपका not the 5 years. Statement 2 was incorrect. The amount must be transferred to DEF within 3 months आपका, ठीक है. हाँ देखो 3 months है आपका, not the 1 years which is mentioned in that particular one. So if that is inoperative for we have completed 10 years, so 10 years के just 3 months के within we have to transfer this particular balance to this particular funds, ठीक है. So it is mentioned here आपका कितना 1 year, so it is not 1 year, it is आपका 3 months, ठीक है. So next one, statement 5 was incorrect. The interest rate payables on amount transferred to DEF is 3% simple interest per annum effective from May 11, 2021. Here it was mentioned as 2.5%. All right. So थोड़ा सा देखो in guidelines it can be a half marks question on this single statement. ठीक है, इसके ऊपर वो आपको एक half marks question भी दे सकते हैं, और if they'll ask this much of question it will be for sure 2 marks. और इसमें से 2 statements के बारे में या 3 statements के बारे में भी it can be for 1 marks आपका, ठीक है. So please do take care about these particular things जब आप पढ़ रहे होते हैं. तो रिविजन में आपका इनको थोड़ा सा प्रैक्टिस जरूर करें, ठीक है। So depositors education and awareness funds in 2014 RBI established DEAF under the provision of Banking Regulation Act. The bank are required to transfer the credit balance in any accounts or any deposit in remaining um, unclaimed and inoperative for 10 years, 10 years and more. So these are the accounts, like it can be saving accounts, fixed deposit, आपका recurring deposit, current account, other deposit, cash, credit, loan accounts, margin money, outstanding telegraphic transfer, undrawn balances, rupee or proceed of foreign currency deposit and others, ठीक है। So इनमें अगर कोई भी ऐसा पैसा बचा हुआ है, so and if customer are not claiming that particular one, or that account is remaining inoperative from these many years, so what we can do, we have to transfer that particular one within 3 months to this particular fund itself. All right, chalo आगे बढ़ते हैं, next one. So next statement is about the आपका nomination facility. Now recently there was some changes in nomination. I hope you guys are aware. So earlier there was kind of one account can have only one nomination, but now it is expanded. कितने nomination हो सकते हैं आपका टीम? निर्मल सर, अंजलि मैम या others, please बताइए, ठीक है। Which of the following statement regarding nomination in bank account is correct? In a joint account, only one account holders can nominate an individual. Uh, only like the whole will appoint to one आपका, ठीक है। Now it is the fourth one, ठीक है। तो statement one is incorrect आपका. Minor cannot make nomination, but their guardian can do so for their behalf, ठीक है। So it can be the nominee in bank account become the legal owner of funds after the depositor's death. They do not become the legal owner of that particular account. They get benefit which relies to that particular account. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे कितना है आपका, ठीक है। Like this is also wrong. Why this is wrong? ठीक है, जैसे there is a person जिसका एक nominee है, ठीक है, A who appointed B as a nominee, ठीक है। So कुछ समय के बाद आपका अगर A का डेथ हो जाता है तो B will like let's say there are 50,000 in that particular bank account, so B will be benefited with that 50,000, ठीक है। He will not get access to like continue with that particular accounts and all, ठीक है। So वो उस account का owner नहीं बन रहा होता है, बल्कि he just getting that particular amount itself, right? ठीक है। So what we have to find out correct statement. So we have only one correct statement in this statement 2 आपका, ठीक है। So what you suggest? 2 and 3. अच्छा 2 and हाँ 4 नॉमिनी, बिल्कुल निर्मल सर आपका, ठीक है। नाउ 4 nominees are available, ठीक है। It is about the true statement ना, so we have only, ये आपके ऑप्शंस गलत हैं, ठीक है। So what we can do it, statement 2 आपका अगर मैं इसको बना दूं, ठीक है, then we can go with this one, ठीक है। हाँ सी एक्सप्लेनेशन भी सही लिखा हुआ है, पर मामला गड़बड़ किया हुआ है। सो ये मैंने कल थोड़ा सा, मेरा तबीयत सही नहीं चला 2-3 दिन से, तो ये सब नींद में बने हैं, मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है। स्टेटमेंट 1 इज इनकरेक्ट एंड स्टेटमेंट 3 इज इनकरेक्ट अगेन, ठीक है। ओनली स्टेटमेंट करेक्ट इज 2, ठीक है। करेक्ट एज द गार्जियन कैन मेक द नॉमिनी ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ द माइनर इटसेल्फ, ठीक है। चलो एक और क्वेश्चन करते हैं इस पे। Which of the following statement regarding the nomination facility under the Banking Regulation Act 1949 are correct? So now we have 7 statements, ठीक है। तो one by one आपका एक बार चलते हैं, ठीक है। Nomination are allowed for deposit held in fiduciary capacity such as directors or a secretary of a company. Depositors can cancel or change a nomination whenever they wish. This is 100% true. If a depositor is minor, the nomination must be made by a legal competent person. This is like जो उनके blood relations में आपके होंगे, या mother, fathers या others जो हैं brothers and all. True. Nomination are valid for joint account only if all joint account holders sign the mandate. This is also true. The nominee in deposit accounts can be an individual only, not an institution. ठीक है? The nominee in deposit accounts can be an individual only, ठीक है? Not an institution. Okay. It can be institution also. Okay. Nominee can be individual as well as institution. Okay. So this is wrong, I guess. I'll check this one. Depositors can nominate more than one individuals for a single deposit accounts. Yes. As per the current rule, now this is true. Okay. So earlier there was like as per the past rule, it is not correct. But now we can have four nominees. So this is correct. Okay. In bank, in case of term deposit, the nominees detail remain valid even after the deposit is renewed. Okay. So, in case of the term, at the time of renewal, I guess we'll be requiring that nominations. Okay. What you suggest about the statement 7, guys? Okay. Anyone? Okay. Nirmal, Anjali, and others. What do you suggest about the statement 7? It is right. So if it is a case of renewal, it is right, I guess. Okay. If it is a case of, in case of term deposit, the nominee detail remain valid even after the deposit is renewed. Okay. So in case of renewal, it is true until unless that is changed by the आपका the account holders. Okay. So if we go with this particular one, that means what we have to find out correct statement. Uh, Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Do we have 2, 3, 4? Okay, so as per this finding, अगर ऐसा है तो we have to go with kind of 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. That means option B. That means this statement 5 is also correct. Yeah. The nominee in a deposit account can be an individual only. Okay. This is kind of a doubtful statement. We'll check this one. B. So statement 5, this is correct. Again, nominee must be an individual. Okay, it cannot be institution. Okay, all right, all right. Again, 7 is correct. Yes. This statement is also correct, guys. I was not exactly aware about this. कि nominee in deposit, like I thought कि like we can like we cannot have institution as a nominee. Okay, now it is 100% clear. Okay? So it can be individual only, right? Chalo. So option B आपका will be right answer for this particular one. Okay? So the statement 6 is correct. Why I have highlighted this particular one. Okay? The Banking Amendment Bill 2025 allow nomination of up to 4 persons for payments of depositors' money. Article so basically kept in custody and safe lockers. Take a safety lockers and all. Even in case of safety lockers in custody, earlier also there was multiple nominees were allowed. So now with this particular amendments, we have allowed in the general cases also. Like in saving accounts or for the FD, weak persons they can appoint the multiple. They can appoint the multiple nominees. All right. So any like any doubt on any statements, guys? Okay. Nirmal sir, very good. Fifth one is correct as signatory for institution may change. Okay. ठीक है. So I thought like we do have that options to opt institutions as well institution as a nominee person, but that is not allowed as per the rule itself. Again, chalo. Next one. Which of the following statement is are not correct regarding the issuance and handling of check in banks? The issuance and handling of check. So the centralization of check book issue activities in bank improve both the efficiency of the process and the security of dispatch. So this is true. A depositor's declaration a depositor's declaration acknowledging the risk when a check book is sent by courier is a legally binding practice that bank are required to follow. No, this is not a legally binding practice in the banking system. This is illegal. We cannot send check by the couriers and all. So this is wrong. Depositor's declaration acknowledging risk book is sent by couriers. No, just a minute. Huh? This is wrong. Okay. Check issued with a date according to Saka Samvat calendar are not valid unless they also have a corresponding Gregorian calendar. So this is like if we generally follow आपका this Saka Samvat calendars. Okay, so we do not need the other one. We can match that particular one. I guess this is also wrong. Okay. Bank must issue multi-city check to all customers, but they may charge additional fee for issuance of payable at par. Okay. So payable at par. Payable at par. Okay. So additional they may charge. This is true. Then two and I'll go for okay. So what we have to find? Achha, any comments on this one? Okay. Any comments on this one, guys? Bank must issue multi-city check to all customers, but they may charge. This charge one, I guess this is wrong. Okay. Anyone? Nirmal and others about this? Okay. Yes. Huh. This fourth statement is also look wrong actually. Okay. So we cannot charge the additional one, and every banks nowadays we generally issue that like even the post CDS and others. Okay. So fourth one is also correct, I guess. Okay. So what we have to find out? We have to find out incorrect statement. Okay. Incorrect statement. That means आपका 2, 3, 4. D should be right answer then for in this case. Okay. Nirmal sir, we have to find out incorrect statement. You have taken that particular one. No. We have to find out incorrect statement. So the only statement which look correct in this particular case is this. Yes, huh? See, this is like two correct, two was incorrect because obtaining declaration from depositors about risk when sending a check book by courier is unfair practice in the banking. Okay. Then आपका like we do not obtain these kind of things from the customers while we send any checkbook or any other documents to the customers. Okay. And statement 3 is incorrect because check bearing a date according to Saka Samvat calendars are valid and do not require that particular one. Okay. Statement 4 was incorrect, doubtful tha ye, because CBS enabled banks are required to issue payable at par or multi-city check without charging extra. Okay. Because nowadays, like whenever customer they request for their checkbook, we generally issue these kind of things. ठीक है, तो पेबल एट चार पार और या फिर आपका जो मल्टी सिटी चेक्स आपके होते हैं they generally get issued by this one. हाँ, the only statement was correct was statement 1, rest all statement was incorrect. ठीक है, चलो next one. Which of the following statement are true regarding the handling of dishonored a check by bank? ठीक है, तो थोड़ा सा मेरा दिमाग आज स्लो चल रहा है. चलो एक बार आपका गो थ्रू कीजिए क्वेश्चन को. ठीक है, देन वी विल बी डिस्कसिंग दिस वन. दिस SCADA is also not working for me today. ठीक है, this is easy, I guess. This is manageable. ठीक है, so dishonor check must be written to customers within 24 hours of dishonor. ठीक है, this is true. ठीक है, bank are allowed to levy check written charges even if the dishonor is due to technical reasons as long as customer is not at a fault. ठीक है, so this statement is clearly wrong. ठीक है, we cannot charge for if customer is not at a fault, so we cannot charge additional money from the customers. Okay, so this statement is wrong. If a check worth 1 crores or more is dishonored 4 times, 4 times in a financial year, the bank may close the customer account at its discretion. ठीक है, so statement 4 is third is 100% true. ठीक है, तो कोई ऐसा customer आपका जिसने they have issued 1 crore rupees check, let's say it got bounced or defaulted at 4 times. ठीक है, it can be same check or the multiple different check and all. ठीक है, so in that case bank they can have this particular right, they can close that particular one. ठीक है, so 1 and 3 are correct, that means option B will be correct answer, and it is very easy and doable. ठीक है, so statement 2 is incorrect because check written charges should only be levied when the customer is at fault. ठीक है, otherwise the only NFS charges. ठीक है, which of the following statement regarding garnished order are correct? Garnish order is something, ठीक है, where mostly our bank work as a garnishee. ठीक है, so garnish order is, let's say there is two parties, party A and party B. ठीक है, so suppose that this party A is creditor and this party B is debtor. ठीक है, so as like it is as simple कि जैसे ये जो B है, it is liable to pay A some money. ठीक है, but he is not paying or he won't be able to make that particular payments. ठीक है, A approaches court. ठीक है, A ने आपका कोर्ट को अप्रोच किया and he got a garnish order. ठीक है, then he will deposit to ABC बैंक, जो भी बैंक है आपका उसको. ठीक है, कि then what the garnish order is something कि जहाँ पे what bank like when we will issue this particular one, the we will freeze the B's account. ठीक है, जो B का अकाउंट है उसको हम लोग आपका फ्रीज कर देंगे and जो भी उसमें आपका पैसा है we will make payment to this आपका A to the person A which is creditors, and it is driven by the court laws. ठीक है, so it's a legal, basically it's a kind of legal activity where this B won't be able to make or he is not paying the liability, आपका liability जो भी इसकी आपकी थी, जो भी इसने डेट आपका रेज किया था नॉट. ठीक है, सो फॉर टाइम बीइंग्स व्हाट बैंक विल डू, दे विल फ्रीज दैट पर्टिकुलर बीज अकाउंट्स एंड जो उसमें जो भी पैसा आएगा या जो भी पैसा है उससे कहीं ना कहीं एट द कोर्ट ऑर्डर्स विल मेक पेमेंट टू ए इटसेल्फ. ठीक है, तो बहुत बार आप लोगों ने इसको आपका देखा होगा, बहुत बार आपने इसको आपका डिस्कस किया होगा. ठीक है, गार्निश ऑर्डर कई बार आपका रिलीज होते हैं इन केस ऑफ डिफॉल्ट आपका, जहां पे कोर्ट इज जनरली इशूइंग दिस पर्टिकुलर वन. ठीक है, ओके चलो जीपी वेरी वेरी गुड मॉर्निंग सर मैम. चलो अब बताओ क्या होगा आंसर. ठीक है, एक बार ट्राई करते हैं. सो अ गार्निश ऑर्डर अप्लाई टू अ बैलेंस इन द डेटर्स अकाउंट एट द टाइम ऑफ रिसिप्ट ऑफ ऑर्डर and do not and not to any future credit received after the order has been served. ठीक है, after order has been served. ठीक है, this is 100% true. ठीक है, सही है ना, कि जैसे B के अकाउंट में जो बैलेंस है that you will freeze and you will make the payment once the entire payment is done. तो उसके बाद ये आपका applicable नहीं होगा. तो statement 1 is correct. In the case of joint account with an either or survivor clause, a garnish order in the name of one account holders will apply to the entire balance of the accounts. No, this is wrong. So ये आपका इस केस में it will not apply to entire balance of the accounts. It will the contribution of this particular person. In case of the joint account with either in survivors clause, a garnish order in the name of one account holder will apply to entire balance of account. No, this seems wrong. ठीक है, मतलब दूसरे की गलती नहीं है, we cannot impose that particular one. If a bank has a right to set off on a fixed deposit, the garnish order cannot attest the fixed deposit amount, but by excess amount beyond the lien mark can be attested. If a bank has a right to set off on a fixed deposit receipt, the garnish order cannot attest to the fixed amount, but any excess amount beyond the lien mark can be attest in this particular case. Okay, अच्छा, what you suggest about this statement 3? ठीक है. So, okay, I will discuss this one later. ठीक है. When a garnish order is issued in the name of an individual, the individual operate a partnership account. Only the personal accounts of the partner can be attached for the firm debt here. So if it is firm debt, so it will be like the partnership accounts itself. Okay. So this make this statement also wrong. Okay. A garnish order served on an account held outside India can be enforced to attach the funds in foreign accounts also. This can be done. Okay. So the statements which are what we have to find out the true statement. Acha, any argument on this particular one, guys? A garnish order served on an accounts held outside India can be enforced to attach the. Acha, okay, outside India it will be not applicable. Okay, this is also wrong. Sorry, guys. Okay. So this will be wrong. It is outside of foreign accounts funds. 4.1 is garnish order. Okay, we have to check this particular one. We have to find out the correct statement. So there is one discussion about this. In the case of joint account holders, either or survivor clause, garnish orders. Okay, I have to check this particular one. Okay, Anjali and others, they are saying, okay. I just want to confirm this. If the bank to set up the fixed deposit, the garnish order, okay. If the bank has right to set up again, जैसे let's say आपका bank deposit के against में उसने कुछ loan लिया and all, this is true. ठीक है, हाँ, this statement is also true. तो 1 3 and आपका 5 the garnish order. Okay, we have this is okay. This was wrong. 1 3 the orders the name of individual and individual operate the partnership from. ठीक है, this is true. ठीक है, तो क्या था हमारा आपका 1 1 3 4. ठीक है, 1 3 4 we do not have any option, so we have to check this one. ठीक है, D आपका D is saying कि आपका 1 3 अच्छा okay 1 3 4 are correct. So D is the right answer ना 1 3 4. 1 3 4. Okay, so option D is the right answer. I thought there is no option like D. चलो, तो देखो यार ये ना थोड़ा सा like it will थोड़ा सा confusion इसमें होगा. ठीक है, और मतलब you need that 100% concentration during while you solve this particular one. ठीक है, देखो why I got confused with this statement. So when a garnish order is issued, कहाँ गया? If a bank have a right to set off on the bank deposit, let's say he have taken loan from the bank and he pledged that FD. ठीक है, so this is the case आपका कि जहाँ पे और अगर let's say the loan amount is 5 lakh and the FD amount is 7 lakh, तो 5 lakh bank will हम पहले अपने आप को प्रोटेक्ट करेंगे. ठीक है, दैट 5 लाख रुपीज से 2 लाख रुपीज आपका तो उससे बियॉन्ड है दैट वी कैन गिव टू द आपका जो गार्निशी ऑर्डर है उसको आपको फुलफिल करने के लिए. दैट्स व्हाई दिस इज द वन. ठीक है, तो आई गॉट बिट कंफ्यूज अबाउट दिस पर्टिकुलर थिंग्स बट नाउ इट इज क्लियर. ठीक है, so statement 2 is incorrect because garnish order in the name of one joint account holders does not apply to entire balance unless specify all joint account holders. 5 is आपका because balance held outside India cannot be attached under the garnish. ठीक है, it is beyond the jurisdiction, so you cannot attach those particular one. ठीक है, this is something which is beyond the jurisdictions. ठीक है, हमारी system से बाहर है वो, तो how that order will be effective to those particular one. ठीक है, अच्छा, any doubt around the any statements? If you have any question, please do let me know. I'll try to explain that particular one. All right, आगे बढ़े. So a garnish order is a legal attachment under issued by a court under Order 21, Rule 46 of the Civil Procedures Code. It allows a judgment a creditor to seize funds from a judgment debtor, account held by a third party, which is majorly आपका बैंक जिसको हम गार्निशी के नाम से जानते हैं. So the point आपका key points when served on a bank, the order frees the debtor's accounts up to the specified amount. ठीक है, तो let's say जितना भी आपका specified amount में जितने भी amount का debt उसके ऊपर है उतने तक हम उसको freeze करेंगे. no amount is mentioned. All अगर if there is no amount is mentioned, खाली अगर order है कि आपका garnish order is against that particular person कि you have to freeze everything, so that is a case जहाँ पे आपका there will be पूरा amounts will be freezing. ठीक है. Any check presented after the order must be written within the remark of आपका refer to drawer. Okay, just give me 1 minute. Please go through this statements. I'll come back. Alright. So Garnishee orders, Nishi is a preliminary order which can be made final through court proceedings. The term garnish order is absolute. The order apply only the balance in the debtor's account at the time of receipt. Okay, so these are some major guidelines, and this is it about this particular one. So let's have a quick look around the summary portion. Okay. So bank have different type of deposit procedures to meet the need of different type of customers. Broadly of two categories: demand deposit, term deposit. Various type of deposit have distinguishing features related to the mode of operation, interest payments. Within the basic norms for each type of deposit, bank have designed various deposit. Okay. Bank also raise deposit through a certificate of deposit. These are transferable deposits and transferable and traded in secondary market. These are not subject to interest norms applicable to bank. So please do remember this one. They are not subject to interest norm applicable to bank deposits. Bank have freedom to fix the tenure, interest rate, and mode of interest payments for various product. Like mode of interest payment means fixed or floating or discount. Subject to certain norms laid down by RBI, no interest can be paid on current account interest, current accounts interest rate on the other type of deposit should be transparent. Applied in uniformly for the deposits of same category. Varied only based on the deposit should be transparent. Applied. Okay, this is the one. Inappropriate accounts and unclaimed deposit are potentially of high risk of being used for used by the criminals or withdrawn fraudulently by the fraudsters. Proactive measures are to be taken by banks to connect the respective customers. So basically now like over 10 years we have to deposit it under the DEAF to settle the dues to the depositors. Bank also need to take steps for weeding accounts and that pose high risk or frauds. Depositors or account for individual are often made in joint names of two or more individuals with different mode of operation. So this is a similar one. Orders which are issued by courts for recovery for a certain debt payable by bank customers on behalf of the creditors are called garnish order. Again, when similar order are issued by the revenue authorities, income tax or commercial tax authorities, they are called attachment orders. So garnish order and attachments orders. So bank are required to observe certain precautions while dealing with the garnish attachment orders. Law enforcement authorities court may call for certain records information under the power vested in them. Such requisitions should be promptly compelled with. Okay, so ये आपका पूरा जो topic था. ठीक है. So this is the one. I hope you understood these particular things. और चीज़ें आपका समझ में आएगा। अगर कोई डाउट है आपका तो आप अपने डाउट कमेंट्स में मेंशन कर सकते हैं, ठीक है। सो आई विल बी टेकिंग केयर अबाउट योर क्वेरीज। टुडे एक्चुअली आई वाज नॉट दैट गुड, बट आई ट्राइड कि हाँ चीज़ें आपको क्लियर हो जाएं आपका, और जो स्टेटमेंट्स हैं वो हमने समझने की कोशिश करी, ठीक है। स्टिल if you miss out something, so please do mention into the comment section. All right, so now I'll see you tomorrow. So tomorrow is Sunday, so I'm planning at least like 3 hours sessions. I'll let you know about the timing कि we can do it around 9 to 12 or 8 to 11 and all, ठीक है। So I'll mention in the group itself. All right, so this is it from my side, guys. Thank you for joining this session. Thank you for watching this session.